Heavenly Father, thank you for this place, this moment. Thank you for HopeQuest. Thank you for the ministries that surround HopeQuest. Thank you for all the lives that you have impacted and changed. I just want to say a couple of them. By the way, welcome to Celebrating Freedom. This beautiful in here tonight is so encouraging to see. There's some folks that have come a long way for today. We've got a lot of folks that come from outside of Georgia. And tonight we are going to celebrate all that God has done. 2023 has been, or is on track to be a record year. We will have more clients come through HopeQuest programs than any year since the COVID thing happened. And that is an amazing thing to see God having done that.
To choose connection with Jesus and his people over self-reliance and self-protection. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of intentionality. But most of all, it takes a willingness to be vulnerable. And so, as I've seen a lot of you tonight, and a lot of you I've walked with personally. And so, I'm just thinking about all of the amazing courage that sits in this room.
Hey guys, I'm Stu, and HopeQuest changed my life. It just changed everything about my life, and so it was the first time I experienced community like that. I'd worked in a church, I'd led small groups, and it was the first time that I ever saw community.
Okay, hold on, say it again. You worked on church staff.
You
helped lead this.
Led small groups.
Led those groups.
Yeah.
You say this is the first time you had experienced
the power of community the way that God really wants.
Anybody else relate to that? Whether it's through Walking Free, Check Program, that was you.
Ask God to show you where he's working and then get involved. And so that's what I did. I started saying, okay, God, show me where you're working so I can get involved.
But it was that moment that we came down the hill and saw the cross where the fire pit was. I don't even know if I told you guys the story, but that's the moment I knew I was in the right place. I didn't know what else was going to happen. I knew I wasn't going to be alone anymore. And the rest is history with hard work, but also with just forgiving yourself and understanding that this can be fun. Like before I got clean, I was so afraid that my whole identity would be lost. I'd be that nerd that didn't ever get to have fun, and it turns out that it's actually quite the opposite.
Inspired. I see these men who are there digging in to their pain, and you sit down and the conversation is raw immediately. It's not, how's your job? What's your favorite football team? It's, how's your heart? And it inspires me to want to have more conversations like that in my everyday life.
And God does these amazing things. And I believe with all of my heart that one of the reasons that God does these amazing things is our amazing staff, many of which are here tonight, and our amazing mentors. And so I'm just excited for you guys to hear a little glimpse of what happens if you're not familiar with the Trek program. But HopeQuest does a couple of other things besides Trek as well, and that's Walking Free and Journey.
The biggest difference was heart level. It was all about the heart. It was about getting inside and understanding what was going on, and not just the addiction part of it, but it was just me personally, what was happening, and how was I relating to her. And so it was life-giving. It was a whole change. I mean, Cindy talks about her other marriage died, and this is a new marriage that was birthed out of that. So I think, from my perspective, Walking Free was a huge part of opening me up from the inside out and exposing that to Cindy as well.
When Journey started, Melissa was a volunteer. And for 10 years, Melissa was just a volunteer. Writing the Journey curriculum, helping me write the Building for Freedom curriculum, helping lead Journey groups, helping us write the Trek curriculum. I mean, Melissa played a hand in all of that as a volunteer.
This is the Melissa Haas Award 2023, and it says, for exemplifying the love and faithfulness of God and your compassionate service to those in need of hope and freedom. And this is something that we're going to be giving away every year to the Volunteer of the Year moving forward.
So, for the first ever Melissa Haas Award 2023 for our Volunteer of the Year, I'd like Steve and Cindy to come back up here. Because on this, on this award, it says the Melissa Haas Award 2023, Steve and Cindy Brown. I'm grateful for you guys. Y'all are such a gift to us. Y'all are such a gift to others. And thank you so, so much. Y'all give them a hand again.